Hello and welcome. Today we have with us Lieutenant General Kamal Davar. Lieutenant General Kamal Davar retired from the Indian Army in 2004 after a very distinguished career spanning over 4 decades. He then was appointed by the Government of India as the first chief of the Defense Intelligence Agency and as the deputy chief of the Integrated Defense Staff. Currently, he is the president for the Delhi Forum for Strategic Studies. General Davar, it is such a pleasure to have you with us. It's an honor. So, thank you for taking the time out and being here.
My pleasure.
Let me start by asking you, in your opinion, what do you think are the greatest challenges that India faces today? Security challenges.
We are living in troubled times, not only within the country, regionally, and definitely globally. As far as within the country is concerned, they're all very manageable, and I'm sure with enlightened leadership, dynamism, and a bit of vision, and keeping and ensuring inter-societal harmony. If we ensure that 135 crore people can march in harmony and unison, India is a world beater in all respects of human endeavor. As far as you mentioned about what are the challenges, well, I would like to say there are many challenges. First of all, China, which is the global hegemon, they are not only challenging the entire global community, but also India in particular. India and Taiwan stand out as far as China's assertiveness, its unbridled ambitions in the Indo-Pacific and along our borders. So China is a strategic challenge, and we better be ensuring that all the constituents of comprehensive national power are addressed. The second challenge, which remains, but it is withering away with the passage of time, is Pakistan. Nevertheless, Pakistan tries to exercise some of the fault lines which they consider belong to us. However, we have not done that so far. And Pakistan, as you know, is in a very bad state, facing economic upheavals. Their internal political stability is going down. And now, not only in Balochistan, as we generally think, or partially in Sindh, but also in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which is a terrorist organization, is virtually holding sway. And as such, India must monitor Pakistan's internal political stability situation also, because if Pakistan implodes, there will be repercussions on India also. They're a neighboring country, and we cannot just wish them away.
That's right.
The other challenge which comes is with the collusiveness between Pakistan and China together. Together they do form a formidable threat towards us. So we have to also take their collusive challenges to us very seriously. And the other challenge I would say is internal security, though I would say that over the last 10 years or so, the overall internal security situation has stabilized, has positively improved, also, both in the northeast as also in the Naxal-dominated, Naxal-infested districts of India. There was one time, if I recall my figures, there were 225 districts which were Naxal afflicted. Now they are not more than 25 to 30, at the maximum.
So the Home Minister has also mentioned this. When we come to internal security, we've seen that a lot of insurgent groups in the Northeast have been brought overground. He's also recently said that the Naxal movement would be completely wiped out very soon. How do you think that is going to pan out?
You see, to say that the Naxal movement will absolutely pan out very soon, I'm afraid, with due respect, I hope it happens like that. But Naxalism's, the roots are ideological. And where the roots are ideological and deeply rooted in the DNA and the mindset of poor people, so-called very poor people, very impoverished people, who've not got the, I would say, correct handling by the rest of the society, which is affluent and growing, Of course, the fault also lies with the Naxals themselves, because they get led away by certain people who are not looking for the welfare of the so-called Naxals, but they're looking for their own kingdom, in the sense ensuring their own power and perks. But as I had mentioned, that in the Naxal infested areas, there has been a fair amount of improvement. And I'm sure if the government truly reaches out as far as development is concerned, in ensuring that they get their basic necessities, I think it will make an impact. But it is a long-term thing, and we should not be in a hurry, because in a hurry you will unnecessarily cause certain problems which are not really required. Just reach out to them. After all, who are the Naxal? They're our own people. They're our own people. They're misguided. They're misled. And I'm sure when the state, which has all the power, the we try and bring them to enjoy what Gandhiji had said once, to enjoy the fruits of freedom.
Right, sir. But, sir, the problem with insurgency also seems like we've seen in the past, we've seen a sulfur-like situation. So many undergrounds come overground, and then, there's a sort of a revival. How do you think one can avoid that?
You see, first of all, some of these Naxals, where are they getting their equipment from? Where are they getting their finances from? So the point is, first of all, the Indian state must ensure that any money, equipment, or anything else which goes to aid the Naxal movement is increasing. So we should try and put a block to it. We also know that it's not only the Pakistanis who try and, fish in troubled waters, but as far as the Naxals are concerned, the Chinese have been indulging in mischief since many, many years. But what is the route? The route is very simple. It's via the northeast, via Myanmar, via Manipur and all that, northeast. So we can put an end to it. We must try and put an end to it with using all the resources of the state, so that firstly you have to ensure that the Naxals are separated from their sustenance. Once you do that, then you can take them on militarily, and using economic measures, using development and things like that.
Well, sir, thank you so much for being here with us and giving us, an idea of what can happen post the Home Minister's ambition hopefully being fulfilled.
Yeah.
It was great to have you on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.